Hey everybody, Scroft here. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. And finally, welcome back to the BS Survival Series with me and Beanie. Hey Beanie.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. Very happy to be back.
Yeah, it's been too long. We've been faffing. I've been faffing, I think, mainly, but it's just been too busy. So I have to just apologise to everyone that's been sending me comments. I've seen a few in Discord, a few on some videos saying when's the BS series back. I actually really enjoy playing this. I feel like it's a lot more laid back for me as a content creator when I play with you on this series. So I have missed it, but yeah, a lot of stuff going on, a lot of FS25 videos, and then me focusing on the farmhand and even the Let's Farm series. I've not done as many as I've planned out. It's just finding the time and not burning out. And I think with us being like, a couple of months away from FS25 as well, we're literally like 8 weeks away, I'd say. We're going to just keep carrying on. I think as soon as FS25 drops, we can move over. We can do a series, hopefully like on a modded map. So it won't take too long for one of them to drop, but we can find some kind of remote map. And we start off right at the start of FS25 all the way to the end. And we see what we've done, from like a start from scratch together. And we see how it pans out. I think that's going to be good. So even though we've set out all the goals to when I said about planting all the fields and growing all the different types of crop imaginable, I think it's more realistic to just do it as much as we can and then start again FS25 and make that our goal then, because I think that was a really good idea, and I'm sure you're going to agree that growing all the crop types and having them all growing every year, it's a mammoth task to undertake, but if we manage it together with small fields, it should be pretty cool, and I think people enjoy to see it as a challenge. And yeah, if we give ourselves a better fighting chance by going into FS25, I think that's good. What do you think?
Definitely. I think that sounds like fun, dream team, all of that. But also, I think we were slightly optimistic maybe when we started doing this about how easy it would be to line up our schedules just between work, your work, and then obviously all the FS25 stuff coming out, which is very exciting, but also a lot of work.
Exactly. I mean, I always try my very best, and I think that's all you can do, but I'd love it if you wish you could just pause time and say, right, I'm gonna have another hour. I'm gonna make this day not a 24-hour day, but like maybe a 28-hour day.
That would be amazing.
It really would, because I can get so much more done and yeah, still do the thing that I love doing, which is making videos and playing FS. Right, you've gone into the skid steer. We had a bit of a debate. I don't think you were happy with anything. But I said, no. What do you want to do? And you said, I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to go with the skid steer.
I think the words were more, I will try. If it gets too bad, we might have to swap.
Yeah. I don't mind skid steers. They're pretty good. For low trailers like this, where there's not too much clearance, it's not too bad. I think you've probably got to pick that up again so it's really straight onto your spikes, because you want to try and line it up, so you want it to be really flush. So I wouldn't do that. I'd drop it down, because what you're going to do is stop you from packing as many bales onto that trailer bed, and it isn't the biggest trailer in the world. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to take probably about 2 full trailers each, because we're not going to fit too much on, and we're going to store them, and the rest we're going to go and sell. So when we start selling them, it doesn't really need to be, you can just throw them on because they're going to sell. But when we unload them, you're going to thank me for saying, try and level them up, because it's going to make it so much easier when you're unloading them.
Have you done 3?
Well, 2. Well, yeah. It's just practicing it. Thousands of hours of playing a game. A tip as well is when you've done like a row of, like I did there, always put to the back end first, and then when you're on to the second one, you can always just put the strapping on, so then the other one shouldn't fall off, he says.
That is some good advice. Thank you, Scroft.
It's alright. I'm trying to nudge the other one, but it's not easy to do because I can get a bit more space if I do that.
Ow.
You're right.
Yeah, just getting caught on the trailer.
I'll leave the ones close to you. We're going to have to move the trailers as we go.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You know what this sort of reminds me of?
Go on.
Sorry.
No, it's
quick
all right.
segue.
No, yeah, it's all right.
Do you know it like primary school when you do sports day and you do like the
Are you going to say egg and spoon?
beanbag race?
Oh, beanbag.
No. Yeah, you know when you had to like go and then race and like pick up the beanbags and they were in a line and.
I remember it, but I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the thought process.
So it's like you're going and picking them up, aren't you, and then bringing them back.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I get it now. I was like, where's she going with this? How is this a beanbag race? I mean, you're a bloody beanbag
as well. Yeah.
You are literally beanbag.
Oh, I am. Or I think bin bag by once on accident.
Yeah, that was Scroft Junior though.
Yeah, bless him. It made me laugh. I thought fair play. I think that's a first.
Yep. There's worse things to be called, so you can't complain.
That is definitely true.
How are you getting on? How many have you done?
One.
It's not bad. He sounds really high pitched.
Yeah, I could hear that in your voice then.
It's really good.
It's not bad.
It's all good. It's all fun and games.
Uh-huh.
Have you got any talking points anyway? That have you been thinking hard with it being such a long gap of what we're going to talk about? Because I know you like to chat some random things that you've been thinking about.
Well, I thought FS25 was a good start.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's plenty of things to talk about there. There's,
definitely.
It's not far away.
I know. I can't believe how quick it's come. Like.
I know.
You know,
I know. It has flown
it feels
by.
like it was just yesterday when it was like, you know, we're in FarmCon and, you know, just before it was officially released.
Yeah.
All that sort of stuff.
Announced.
Yeah, yeah.
But I know what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I think the good thing about it is they drip feed information out. A lot of like AAA titles, that what they end up doing is they give you a load of stuff and then no stuff for ages and then more stuff. And then they try and keep a lot of it secret because it's usually story based or like a, you know, and they can't give that away and you can fully understand that. But yeah, I think Giants have done a good job this time around. I think they've made some pretty good stuff. The game looks better. We're going on to a newer generation design, let's say. So overall, it should feel better. And I think it's about time for a refresh. I mean, it's always nice to get a new game of, you know, of a series that you play a lot. And for me, who makes content on it and there's thousands of hours, I'm looking forward to seeing the modders do what they end up doing best with a new platform, or a new game, should I say. So when FS25 comes out, there's loads of things that will come good from it. That means, you know, that make it justified to have a new game. Because I know a lot of players, and there is a lot of people that think I would rather wait maybe a couple of years and see drastic changes. But we've waited 3 years. FS22 is becoming to the point now where it's the mods that only keep it going, really. Because you know, no one's playing the base game stuff unless you've just got introduced to the game. And the thing is, if they move forward in a generation, kind of like they've done this time, where they remove the old gen consoles out like PS4 and so on, then it allows the modders to make better stuff. So it's not just us getting better stuff from Giants when we initially get the game, but from day one the floodgates open and modders can go and crack on with their own designs and own stuff. Now you'll probably get reskins and technically like just reworked maps and tractors, and they just convert them from the last to the other. But at the same time, they might be able to increase, you know, some textures or make things look a little bit more like better. And the lighting in the game and the way that everything's visualizing, it should look better. It should, you know, if you've got a tractor and you've made it for FS22 and you're converting it for FS25, you know, all the new things that are coming out in the game will allow us to visualize, you know, the raindrops, the water effects, and everything on it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Go on, sorry.
Sorry, I was just going to say I'm excited to see how you know, with the farmhand, you know, because obviously
Yeah.
it'd be good aid in storytelling. So,
Well, it does.
you know,
It's going to look better. The farmer can look better because of the increase in graphics and everything. The foliage and everything just looks more dense. So overall, visually, I'm hoping it'll look better. And Oxy's map, well, Whitcomb Park is an
yeah,
outstanding achievement. I'm lucky enough to have seen it, you know, a couple of months before he released any images. Just little snippets, nothing to the extent we got with like 100 odd
little
screenshot shot.
teasers.
Yeah, exactly. I know he was working on it, and I know that he was, you know, working his butt off basically to make a map and challenge himself with nothing that he's done before. And I have to applaud him for that because he really has done exactly what he set out to do, which was to make an outstanding map that's realistic and based on a real life place, but also challenge himself with new, you know, modding tools and techniques that he's trying to learn. Because you can get good at modding, but you can get even better. And I think that's the thing that I really do respect about Oxy the most when we chat. You know, just in general, we just have loads of random Discord chats, and it is mainly about, you know, what he's trying to do, how he's trying to improve stuff. You know, when we're talking about FS25 and stuff, the things he's looking forward to. So I can't wait for that map, and it is going to take a bit of time. Like it is, we're not going to get it day one when FS25 comes out. So we're probably going to wait. You know, if I'm going to be realistic, I would guess maybe 6 months. You know, at the earliest. Into. So I'd say like you're not going to see that map at the very earliest until April next year. So the Farmland will continue because I've already confirmed that it's going to go onto that map. You know, in the video I did for Oxy. So obviously the plan is to carry on the farmhand on Court Farms on FS22, which is a good thing because it gives me time to get the mods, because I can't go on to FS25, convert to Oxy's Whitcomb Park. The story will allow it. That's not the issue. The story's already there, set in stone. It's basically on pen and paper, you know, that kind of stuff. So I don't need to worry about the story. It's the mods, because imagine if I have my Leyland still, or George's Ford, or something along them lines, you know, like Beanie's little Massey. I need that to still exist, so I need that mod to be there. And some of the mods that help me record the series, like Easy Dev and stuff like that, I need that to be there. So with me waiting like the 6 months minimum, it's going to allow me to do that. And also, you know, the story's there, so it won't just die off. The Farmland's still going to be 2 episodes a week, and it'll still be on 22. People are just going to have to be, you know, understanding that eventually it's going to take time, but we'll get to FS25. And, you know, FS25 will really be quite a prominent thing on the series, because on my channel, sorry, because I'll still do series, and yeah, we'll I'll be playing the game, me and you, and I'll also do my own Let's Plays.
Yeah.
And yeah, it should be really good. Should be really good.
I think it's going to be very cool. You know, when you were talking about Oxy's map, I was thinking, you know, the I can't get over the forest.
Yeah.
Just when you were showing me those screenshots, after you'd sort of done that video, I was just like, it blew my mind, you know, because it looked so real, and it reminded me a lot of the woods around where I grew up, and it was just so quintessentially British sort of woodlands, and be able to hit it on the, you know, right on the mark like that in a game, it just crazy talent.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's the foliage though. You're picking the right foliage. It makes it look. You take it for granted when you kind of see it on a daily basis and visualize it, but then when you see it in a game, and all the foliage that you'd expect, the nettles, you know, the thistles, all that kind of stuff that you'd normally see out and about on a walk or whatever, when you see it in a game, it realizes that they're them things, them small details that you can accumulate into a creative kind of design like he's done. It will just change everything. It'll make it look the way it should be done. So yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to move it over. The story's planned for it. I just need some mods, obviously. But I am also going to really enjoy the last, you know, 6 months, let's say, from when the game, you know, whatever it may take. I'll enjoy that time on FS22 still, because it's nice. I think it's nice for me to still be playing FS22. I'm quite lucky in that way. I'll still have a chance to play FS22 whilst also playing FS25. So I'll be transitioning all the time, and it'll make me probably appreciate the things in FS25 that I'm not getting in 22. But also then make me also appreciate what the modders have actually done for 22, because I'll go into 25, and yeah, it'll look shiny and new, but I'll miss mods. I'll miss the things that all these creative people have, contribute to the community. And they're not there right now because we're waiting again for them to keep doing it. So I'll like that, and I'll keep bringing it up and talking about it. And yeah, I'm super excited for November. I've got something next month that's exciting that I can't talk about, unfortunately, but hopefully another vlog coming from it. Yeah, that's one thing I want to mention as well, because I did say to everyone, which I feel really sorry about, that I did mention I had a thing planned that you bought me for my birthday, didn't you? Which is that harvester drive. Now, I'll just be honest with you, I didn't attend because I had a really bad tooth problem, and I just couldn't do it. I wasn't sleeping very well at the time, and it was a really it was just very unfortunate, but we kind of rearranged it. So it is going to happen at some point. It's just I had to change it, and it was a last minute thing. We were quite lucky, really, that we could just sort that out. But yeah. Apologies, because I was really looking forward to making a vlog with us again together, and me going to drive an harvester. So.
Yeah, it would have been, well, it's still going to be a very cool, day out sort of thing.
That's it. I can't wait to bring that to the channel, me driving a harvester around.
I know.
Trying it out, doing a bit of harvesting.
A harvester. Oh, no.
You okay?
Oh, I was turning around and the bale flew off.
What, on the forks or on the trailer? Oh, that's not too bad. Could be worse. I mean, you could knock all the bales off on your trailer.
Oh no, I've been stopping after I've done each one and strapping them down because I don't trust myself. I thought that's the safest bet. I know it takes a bit longer, but it's quicker than knocking them all off and trying to redo it.
Yeah. I mean, we've got quite a bit of fertilising to do. We've also got to bring these bales and sell them, but we need to get up to about 50,000, 60,000 mark to get the harvesters ready. So hopefully we'll increase that a bit with the with the sale of some of these bales. But we need a shed. I think it's about time I place down a cheap shed for bales, and we can really do it. There's ones here that are £1,000, but I'm just trying to figure out what the best place to put a bale shed is.
It's not bad, is it?
No, it's all right, isn't it? That.
I thought it'd be a lot more.
It just depends, I guess, on the price we get through modders and what they make them as, but I'll try and keep it quite similar to what we've got. I mean, that looks a bit rustic. That one's, I think, too big. I think I might go with that other one. I did like the first one, but I think this one's spot on. There we go. That's one down. And if I just paint some texture on that. How are you getting on anyway? Are you winning?
One more, and then I've got a full trailer.
Nice. So you're winning then?
I think so. I think I'm sort of getting the hang of it a bit more.
There we go then.
Touch wood. I'm not jinxing myself.
It's really, honestly, you'll appreciate that skid steer when you get used to it, because you can turn so easily.
Yeah, it is a bonus, but it's just like to skid. I guess that's why it's called a skid steer. I
think basically on the spot you can turn and it skids. So I think that's the probably reason why it's called a skid steer. But yeah.
Is it all-wheel turning?
Yeah, basically just on, like tank tracks, the way they turn. Like one track will move one way, the other. So you turn on the spot. Like you're not moving forward to turn like you do in a car. You just move on the spot. That's what skid steers do. But you can get the wheel versions and track versions. They still do the same. So basically, when you turn right, the left wheels will move forward and the right wheels will move backwards, and that's why you move on the spot.
Gosh. Pretty clever.
Right, I've built a shed. You'll see it. I've painted down some gravel texture as well. So we're going to put all our hay bales in there. And I think, depending on how many you lug over here, the brakes on this are awful. I can't believe I'm in Beanie's Landini.
You're in my Landini?
I am.
To me. What do you think you're doing?
Driving your Landini.
But you're on a John
How
Deere
have you
now.
only- what
would George
have you
say?
stacked here?
What?
You've only, it's like you've done half the trailer. Where's the other half?
Well, I can't fit 2 rows, can I?
Yeah, I've got the same trailer as you. I have. You said they just hang over a little bit. Either
Oh,
side.
hush. I was very proud of that.
You've done
Don't bring
absolutely
me down
superb.
like that, Scroft.
I'm just saying, where's the other half?
Right. I'm driving in
Okay,
first person or whatever it is, so no one can see it.
I can see
Oh,
it.
no,
I'm
they're gonna
looking at
see
it.
Oh, stop. Close your eyes.
Close your eyes, whoever's viewing the video.
Exactly. We do not speak about this. I was
It looks
doing
like it's
them on.
going
I
to
was like,
tip
this
over.
thing fit 2 rows. Like, it's not big enough. And then, oh. my bubble's just been popped.
It's fine, honestly. Just don't look at mine.
So you've done 14?
I don't actually know. I've done. Let me have a look at this.
Well, I've got
So
4 on the bottom,
10.
3 on
I've
top.
got 14.
Graft. What's graft?
If you want to see now,
No, I'm closing my eyes. Quite dangerous to do whilst driving. Oh, where? I'm
yeah, but
still
if you
going.
look, then you can understand like what I meant by.
Reverse first. I closed my eyes and I thought it stopped.
You've been on the wine again, Beanie.
No. Where am I? Oh, okay, I'm right. You just reversed into my
I know,
trailer.
but it's not the best parking. That's the sticky feet mod. What you're doing right now is because of Timmy. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Thank you, Timmy. It is. It is brilliant. That is pretty cool because before I'd have to try and run and I was like, oh wait, I've not got to run.
I
Can
know.
you see anything? Oh no, you don't drive them.
I do third person
Do you?
when I'm hauling bales because it's a lot easier to line up.
Daddy didn't raise no fool, wouldn't let her date a boy till he taught her how to shoot. And Daddy didn't play no games, wouldn't let her trade her name for a fake I do. Boy, you better know what you're getting into. This ain't no shotgun wedding that you're used to. The target is you. If you leave us standing all alone at the altar, Daddy's daughter gonna smack it away. at the altar. Daddy's daughter's got a seven ways on pistol that her daddy bought her hidden in a garter, and she ain't afraid to use it. It's up to you. Are you gonna be blood or just blood in the water? 'Cause she can't help but knowing what her daddy taught her. She's a daddy's daughter. Daddy's daughter. Oh, she's a daddy's daughter.
Are you with me, Beanie?
I am. I'm a little bit slower than you, I think.
Yeah, I've brought the speed of my cruise control down to 10 so you can catch up with me, but we're here. We're done. I mean, I'm in Beanie's Landini, which kind of feels really odd, but oh well. We've just mixed it up a bit.
Yeah.
I've checked the difficulty. We're on normal. We have stacked a load, as you probably could tell in the time lapse, so we're doing all right. But let's take the strapping off. They'll all go. There you go. 11,000 for that. Not bad at all.
Why?
So your turn. And we've kept quite a lot, so you can use them to feed the horses and stuff with hopefully some oats soon as well.
Yeah.
So if you just do
That'll
that
be-
trick I told you about taking the strapping off, there you
Yeah.
go. 5,300.
That's not bad.
Yeah, we're up to 41. I think we need to get to about 60 and we can buy 2 harvesters. And yeah, we can go from there. So we're going to get back. We've got all the fields to spread with fertiliser, but it'll be a quick job. You can jump back into Beanie's Landini. I'll get back into the Massey. And yeah, let's get these fields fertilised, because then I don't think there's anything else on them fields we need to do, because we've pretty much ploughed in every field, so we won't get weeds. But if we hadn't ploughed, then we'd probably have to take care of the weeds. But yeah, we should be fine.
Okay. That's good then.
Oh, it's alright.
So,
I mean,
yeah.
go on, sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, so ploughing just gets rid of the weeds.
If you plough a field, then the next time you grow in it, you don't get weeds. But the time after that, if you don't plough again, and just cultivate, for example, then you'd get weeds.
Right, okay.
It's
okay.
yeah, it's the way giants do it.
Fair play. Fair play. I mean, may as well just plough it then, I guess.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest. I only usually plough maybe the first time, and then I'll plough if it's a root crop, so it's something that needs to be ploughed after.
Okay.
But most
so, like
of the time,
if you're doing potatoes.
Yeah, exactly. But most of the time, or corn or something like that, it's got really planted in a row. It's, you know, them crops you do need to plough after, because you need to turn the soil, because the roots are that deep. You can't just take the stubble and kind of mulch it down and use a disc harrow to just turn it a lower. You know, you need to dig deeper into the ground to turn it out. So
Yeah.
yeah, with things like that, you'd have to. You'll see it anyway, because it'll say it's required ploughing. If you've got that turned on, you can have that option turned on and off, so you don't have to plough. But if you play realistic, you'll have required ploughing on. You'll see the field turn red after you've harvested, saying this field now needs ploughing. So it's not something you do all the time. In fact, it's probably, I think it's probably 1 in 3, even if you've got required ploughing on, unless it's a root crop. So you'll have 2 crops with weeds, and then two harvests, with weeds, 1 harvest without. But weeds are easy. You just go around with a sprayer and spray them with herbicide, or you can use, depending on the size of the weeds, if they're small, then you can use a mechanical weeder, which digs them out. But as soon as you get to medium or large weeds, you need a sprayer.
Right, okay.
But you do take a bit of a dip, and because we're not playing with precision farming, we'd actually, if we used herbicide, I think we lose 15% yield.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Is that realistic, or because I know herbicides are obviously quite popular?
Yeah,
aren't
I
they?
mean, I don't know the exact numbers on it, but I imagine, I'm just guessing now, farmers spraying the whole crop with a herbicide, surely that would do some form of damage to it.
Yeah.
So I imagine it probably is taken away from it in some capacity, but I don't know. It's a good question, but in the game, it does give you a bit of a hit. They want you to use a mechanical weeder, but then as soon as you go to precision farming, you don't take that hit anymore when using herbicide, and if you use the spot spraying technology, which has got like a little camera on the sprayer, it senses a weed and then just sprays directly onto that weed.
That's
as you're
so
going
clever.
through. I know it is, and it's actually a real thing, which is even more impressive. But
Seriously?
yeah, it is. It's pretty good.
What?
So
That's
with that, you
mental.
actually get no hit on the yield, but you also get a bonus to your environmental score because you're being more environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
Which I think, well, basically that whole project, precision farming, is done by a few universities, Giant Software. It's actually done by Reading University, if I remember rightly, as well. They play a part in developing it to try and teach, gamers that are playing Farming Simulator the more modern ways of farming that's more better for the environment and all that kind of stuff, about the pH and soil and all that kind of good stuff. It could go a lot more in depth, and I personally would love that if they did that, because I know the precision farming for a lot of people is a must-have now, and I think we want it straight away in the base game, but of FS25 that is. But I don't think we're going to get it, because last time around, basically we got it in FS19 as a kind of like free expansion, you could call it, like a mod, but it was made by Giants, or published by Giants, and we got it free. But then in FS22 we had to wait a short period of time. I can't remember the exact time frame, but it wasn't straight away, but it wasn't long, and we got it. And I think there was a couple of changes, not many though, nothing noticeable. So I'm hoping FS25 it comes back. It needs to come back, and we do need to get it relatively quick, because it's a must-have thing for the game. And if Giants are making FS25, they surely need to kind of put a focus onto that for players. That obviously it's very common and very popular for you to choose precision farming. I play with it nearly all my save games. I just haven't with this because I was teaching you the basics of the game.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for FS25 and that to drop, because I'm hoping they make a few changes to it. But at the same time, I forgot what I was talking about.
Precision farming in FS25.
Yeah, but I went to precision farming for a reason. What was that about?
I was asking you about ploughing.
There was something else. I forgot what it was. Was it like a trail?
Spraying?
Yeah, spot spraying, that's it. So spot spraying, basically, it's supposed to be the most environmentally friendly solution, but you're still using herbicides. So surely a mechanical weed is better. And I think they sell it as, well, you go over the field less with fuel. It's less fuel. It's more fuel efficient to just fly over the field quick with a sprayer, but it's not. You're using herbicide. So basically, the most economical one that should give you the best score is a mechanical weeder. But the problem is that it's also sponsored and developed, funded basically by John Deere, and the spot sprayer is John Deere's design. It's like their thing. So I think what's happened there is Giants have gone, okay, we'll make yours the best.
Yeah, it's sort of trying to promote the in-game use of it.
Exactly. Right, anyway, we've got to do every field. We've got to do these 2 crop fields here, the other one, and this grass field. Now, I just fly through it. I've checked, and all the crops can be driven. Like, we can drive over. We haven't got narrow tyres, but it's not going to do any damage, so we should be good.
Yeah, okay.
And I will make sure it's applying. I would use your GPS, just to make your life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Because it's not very... In fact, it's not even working. I wonder why that is. Did we fertilise it in this growth stage? I can't remember. Let's check if this one works. It doesn't look like it's getting darker, so... Yeah, we must have fertilised in April. So I think we need to switch to May to fertilise. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But if we do that, we might not be able to drive over the crop, so... Yeah. Not very good. Let's see if this one does it. Yeah, this one does. So let's go do the grass field, because you can see it getting dark. We can re-fertilise the grass field. Because we've changed the state of it, basically. We've mowed it. So if you want to turn around and just do a bit of the grass field.
Oh, okay, I can see the difference now that you're doing it. Right, because I was just looking on the map, basically.
Yeah, if you look at the blue, you need to have it set, the fertiliser bit on soil composition selected. We're trying to get it up to the really dark blue, so fully fertilised. Right. And it's not letting us. It's because we need the the crop to change state before it
Right.
allows us to do something else. We must have fertilised it in April.
Yeah.
We're going to take a bit of time to do this one, but if we just do some up and down passes, it won't be too bad as soon as I do a headland.
Okay.
If you want to start doing some up and downs from the middle and go one direction, I will do the other one.
Okay. Okay. I can do that.
Got any random topics, subjects for everyone? I know you like to throw in there something random.
I was just thinking, you know, as we were taking them bales.
Yeah.
That that little tractor.
Tractor.
Reminds me of a frog. Tractor. Like if you're looking at it like first person view, it looks like a frog.
Which
Is
one?
that on purpose? The little John Deere, the green one. It's a John Deere, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I doubt it's on purpose, but George will be happy.
I look quite cute.
Fair play. I'll have a look at it and then I'll let you know if it looks like a frog. But I trust you. I trust what you're saying. I just can't think. I can't think that I've. I know it's a really old John Deere. It's like a very old one. But I like the look of it. I like the older equipment more than the newer modern one. It's modern.
It made me think of like
Chase grommet.
not quite. Mini Coopers. That's what I was looking for.
They're horrible.
Do you not
Hey,
like
Top
it?
Gear. The end of Top Gear. Well, it's not Top Gear, it's the Grand Tour.
Yeah, but it pretty much is.
Yeah, but that was a shame, wasn't it?
I know.
But it was a good episode. I just think, I don't know. They went out with I could just tell. I don't know. It was a horrible episode, and that knowing it's the last one you'll ever see, because they've made some cracking specials, and they are literally some of the best television programs I've ever watched. Growing up as a child, and me and my dad sitting there watching Top Gear, and then obviously the specials. And when they moved to the Grand Tour, I was actually really disappointed because I just liked Top Gear the way it was, and you know, now that Top Gear's ended as well, because they've had a few accidents and stuff, Freddie Flintoff, and yeah, I mean, they've not had much luck with that show, and I think it went downhill straight away. I mean, Chris Evans, getting him in straight after was just a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, going from them three personalities to
I wonder why I'm missing
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
You know, it's a change.
I know.
Um,
I'm going to change the working width to 10 meters, just so you know.
Okay.
So if you detect the width of that, go to 10. You'll have to go into the menu, so it's like left control and C, and then you'll see one where it's just underneath snap angle. Just put it down to 10 meters because I've got a gap at 12.
Right, okay.
So let me just check if it is 10 meters. It might tell me that. It is 10 meters, so I made a good guess there. But yeah. But yeah, going back to that, so Chris Evans, I think it was a good idea, and Chris Evans loves cars and stuff like that. He's even been on Top Gear quite a few times, showing off his motors and stuff with Clarkson and all them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just didn't work, and I think it was better with Freddie Flintoff, Paddy McGuinness, and the dude that I can't remember his name.
Yeah. No, I did love Paddy McGuinness, because he used to do like a British dating sort of show.
Oh yeah.
Like speed dating, and he just had like these little phrases, and it was brilliant. It was like no likey, no lighty, or
I know. I've not watched it, but I know of it because I know him from obviously Peter Kay, who we went to see not long ago, didn't we? And he's bloody brilliant. I love Peter Kay, proper Bolton lad, and he knows his stuff. He's funny bloke.
Oh, it was hilarious.
I'm still getting gaps at 10, so what is going on with this? Right, we're gonna go to. You are, trust me. If you look at the thing, we're gonna go to 9 meters.
9 meters.
Yep. And just have a bit of an overlap. We'll get this eventually. We'll remember this because next time I'll go. Do you remember what it was?
And I'll go. Probably not.
But no, he did a really good show with Peter Kay. Have you ever seen Phoenix Nights?
No.
Oh my god. Right, that's it. The world's just ended, collapsed, been reborn again. It's been this Big Bang 2.0. trust me, when you watch Phoenix Nights, it'll make you very happy. You never seen any of Peter Kay's stuff, TV shows?
No.
Have you seen Car Share?
No, literally the first time I'd seen him was when we went.
Oh my God.
And because I got you tickets because I knew you liked him.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was it. We watched a couple of his like stand-up
Yeah, because
shows.
I've got them all his stand-up shows on DVD. But yeah, trust me, Phoenix Nights is amazing. And there's a Paddy McGuinness, I can't remember what it's called now, but it's just them two. They're security guards, basically. Peter Kay plays like quite a few characters in it, but they're security guards in Phoenix Nights, and it's funny as hell. But then...
It's sort of like Come Fly With Me, where it's like David Williams, he plays a load of different people.
Well, a little bit, maybe, but there is a lot more character. I think I know he plays the guy in the wheelchair. Peter Kay does, who's got, like runs this business, and then there's definitely the security guard with McGuinness. But basically, from that, McGuinness and Peter Kay do a show where, they basically are in a caravan traveling around, and it's just amazing. I'm not going to say anything, but I promise you'll love it. It's funny.
Yeah.
And that's where Paddy McGuinness made his name, because they were mates in school, best mates in school, them two.
Oh, really?
And Peter Kay kind of did pretty well, brought Paddy McGuinness on, with his ideas and stuff. And and he went massive with his stand-up and everything. And then he did Car Share with a lady that I can't remember her name, but she's really quite funny as well. And basically, it's just two people that go to work every day, and they share a car. He drives, and he picks her up every morning and then takes her back from work. So really, all the scenes are just them in a car talking, and it's hilarious.
But you know what? I think things like that, they just show how good someone actually is, because if you say that, you think it's literally just two people driving to and from work. You're just like, well, no one else would want to watch that. But obviously, it's Peter Kay, so it's going to be hilarious. But
it's really good. It's really good. That's like with me, though, in the Farman Drive. I'm not saying I'm like good or anything. I'm not saying that at all. Just want to make... No, I'm just making the record straight. But like, there's the episodes where I am just sitting in the kitchen for maybe the first 15 minutes chatting to myself in three different bloody voices, and then... But people are, they're invested into that story and what's happening. They forget that. They visualise the people in their own minds and their own imaginations that they're there talking and so on. So... sometimes the most simplest things, as long as a story's told well, will have the right impact, and people will be entertained at the end of the day. It's all about making people pretty happy with what you're doing.
No, definitely. Sorry, I wasn't trying to say you were trying to big yourself up then. I was trying to say that you are good.
No, I know that. No, I know, but that's why I just said no. Because no.
Yeah. But that's the thing. It was like the one you did the other week, and literally, I think it was was it the Intimate Movement or something like that? And the first 20 minutes or so, you were just sat at the table, and it was like,
with the police officer.
We're 20 minutes in, and I was like, what? Like, it doesn't feel like that. And I'm like, so you've just been like sat around sort of talking, like, it's crazy to me. And
well, you should see what goes on in my head. There's loads of people talking.
Oh gosh.
I know.
Oh, the voices.
It's alright. It's healthy, honest. But no, we'll watch Peter Kay. I'll get Phoenix Nights, and I'll also get I think it's called Road to Nowhere. Paddy McGuinness's something Road to Nowhere. I don't know. People will put it in the comment section. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of fans in that. Just remind me what it's called again.
Is he big in like America and places outside the UK?
I don't think so. I don't think he is. I don't think he's massive, Peter Kay, over there. But I mean, he's bloody funny, so he's worth it. Put it that way.
Yeah. Stop faffing.
Stop faffing. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right, let's go see if I can do that field down there. No, it's all right. Don't worry.
I was just going to say we're going to the Cotswolds again soon, aren't we?
We are, which is pretty much what happened last year.
Yeah.
And wasn't that was it when we went to Wales that I was writing out the Halloween special? Or was it the...
No, it was the Cotswolds.
Yeah, so I'm going back to the Cotswolds for just 3 nights in a very simplistic B&B. Well, it's not B&B. Sorry, it's an Airbnb.
Airbnb,
There's a
yeah.
difference, I've been told.
Yeah.
Even though you're not in the
Well,
air.
No, and I don't book it through Airbnb anymore because, I use them to find places. Whoops, there's a tree there. I use them to find places, and then I like to Google them to see if they've got their own, like, sort of websites or can book them through someone else because the service charges on Airbnb are ridiculous.
Yeah, they are pretty extreme.
They're mental.
Have you done it?
Yeah.
Ooh. They got that on camera
Saved
then?
it.
Beanie's Landini
Yeah.
in a tree.
Definitely, not happened before.
But yeah, you were right. I just think remember what you're saying. Yeah, we're going back to the same spot, which is just it's nothing. It's not like wow. It's just a very quiet, tranquil little place for just me and you to go for 3 nights. And I'm going to plan out my whole Halloween special and probably my Christmas special because we're getting to that point where I really need to do that because we're in September. I've got a basic idea, but I've not kind of thought it through properly. So I've got some basic idea for that. And the Christmas special, yeah, I'm torn between what to do this time, but hopefully by the end of that, I'll have a really good idea to go off. And yeah, it'll be fun and nice to just switch off for 3 days and do a lot of thinking. I do like that though. I take my book, don't I, and I write down all my ideas and might have a glass of wine in the night with you, chill out and watch a few films and stuff. So it's good. It's good, and I think for the price of it as well, it's really affordable. And times are tough. Bloody hell, everything costs so much. I'm looking forward to it.
No, me too. And like you say, it's such a quiet place. It's sort of off the beaten track. You're not near a road. You're not got people walking by or anything, which is really nice. And like last year, I know you spent like a day literally just sat chilling, writing in your books and stuff. And then
I was just jotting down.
Yeah,
go on, carry on. Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, I think we spent one day just watching Adam Sandler movies, which was amazing.
Yeah, we did. We went through a load of Adam Sandler films. Just thought, why not do an Adam Sandler binge watch? Some of the old ones that you'd not really seen as much as me, like, Happy Gilmore and all that lot, which was really good. But no, I enjoyed that. I did. But I like it because I get my book out, I brainstorm, I jot down loads of ideas of what I could and couldn't do. And then from that, I can kind of just picture together something and then create a story from that. Because a lot of the Halloween specials and Christmas specials, even though I can tell a story, that's not the problem. It's the mods I need for it, because I need Halloween mods, I need Christmassy vibe mods. Sometimes that's what restricts me, so I have to create the setting like I did with that 1986 Calmsden episode with Susanna.
Yeah.
I really thought it'd be good to go back in time and see Susanna so we can visualize her as a character. But then I also needed to get the setting right, where I put the cars in of the era, the tractors of the era, the farms of the era, the no modern stuff. And I'm glad I did that, because I already had in my head, like, why does George not like John Deere's? What was Susanna like? And she was a very strong-willed, strong-minded lady. And I wanted to kind of just look after George, but also kind of guide him, almost like he just valued everything she gave to him. And he felt safe as much as she felt safe with him. That was my idea for that. And then obviously the farm that he worked at, he didn't like that guy. He was like, which is really supposed to be quite a comedy thing, because that's why he doesn't like John Deere's. He worked for a farmer called John who had nothing but John Deere's, and then he was grumpy and he was saying, I'm never going to be like him, but he's kind of just turned out like him. So
I mean, just quickly going back to the bit where you're on about the setting and setting the scene sort of thing, like, it amazed me because we probably spent like a good hour trying to find old cars that were the same as the ones that you'd managed to get mods for, and find like authentic sort of reg plates, so it matched the era. And it's just like that level of detail, it's insane. Because if it was me, I probably wouldn't have even thought about car reg plates. And like Scroft is here.
Sometimes it's difficult to do, but it's about being immersed. If I see it like this, Christmas special, I find, like, I feel very lucky if someone wants to give up maybe their Christmas Eve evening to tune into a video that I've made. And I always release the Christmas specials on Christmas Eve. So if someone wants to give up their Christmas Eve, just even if it's an hour of their time to watch a video, then it best be bloody worth it for them. So I've got to put the effort in, and I've got to put the extra, I've got to go the extra mile for them. Even though I try and do that all the time, I really want to try and get it perfect. I know it's never possible to be perfect, but you can give it a good damn shot, and that's what I try and do. And then, if I go the extra detail with, them AI characters that I did and how I made them all young, and the fact that we got Susanna in and you learnt that accent, you were learning it for months on end to try and get that Irish twang for that, and then setting the whole farm up and how long that took to do, and like you said, getting the right vehicles or something that just looked along the lines of a vehicle you'd see in the late 70s. This time around, though, I don't actually know what to do, because the first one was quite wholesome because it was about a farmer that lost his wife, finally finding someone like Scroft, who's his mate now, and they're just pals, and they spend Christmas together. So Scroft's not on his own, the character in the farmhand, and then George is not on his own as well. And then we brought Keith together, and there was a bit of comedy in it, but there was that wholesome feeling of just, Christmas is about being with someone, and even if it's just very simplistic, it's having a this very simple Christmas dinner made by three blokes that don't cook often. It's that kind of mentality, and I wanted just to bring that home and set the scene, Christmas vibe, with a Christmas tree that they went to that field to chop down from the Halloween special, which tied in nicely. And then, but this time around, the Christmas special, I think I was really proud of that, because it was, I was planning it for so long. I'm going to go back in time. Was it 1986 or 1976? I can't remember. I think it was 86, wasn't it?
Seeing the Halloween. There we go. 1986.
There we go. I got it right eventually then, but should have known that anyway. But yeah, so it was 1986. Perfect time. But anyway, enough faffing. We've chatted for a long time. I hope people have enjoyed the video, and apologies again for it being such a gap. It has been about 3 weeks. So for that, we're sorry. We'll try our very best to do better, but we are coming to the end of FS22. You can damn right be sure that in FS25 it'll be a lot more present, at least at one episode a week, doing the survival, me and Beanie, and we're going to go from the start of FS25 all the way to the end. So it's going to be really good to look back when FS25, we're talking 3 years there, but if we look back and see what we've accomplished on that farm, and even if we swap maps and along the way, who knows, but it's going to be a good little challenge. And I've always wanted to have a series that sticks from day one to the end, and I think this with you, this survival will be perfect to do that, because we're talking like, you're going to be 150 episodes deep if it's 3 years, something like that, if you're doing one a week.
Blimey.
Exactly. So good luck, Beanie. No faffing. At least you'll be able to stack bales a bit better by then. I didn't say that. Right.
Cheeky bugger.
Do you want to do the outro, because I did the intro?
Why not? Thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed our plentiful faffing as usual, especially with the bale stacking.
You did a cracking job, honest.
Yeah, honest. Little shameless plug on behalf of Scroft. We've been talking about FS25 coming up. If you're thinking about buying the game, please consider using his links. I know he has recently hit silver, which is amazing.
Whoop, whoop.
But just that next tier means he gets information earlier and can get it out to you guys earlier, and maybe have a bit more time to prepare it and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you're thinking about it, just consider it. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Please give it a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed the faffing, and we'll see you next time.
Well done. Spot on. One last thing I'll add to that is just a big shout out and thank you to all the Ko-fi members and all the YouTube members. Honestly, you don't understand how much that makes a difference. It really does. Being on Ko-fi or YouTube, especially Ko-fi, because I know they lose, like you if you go from YouTube to Ko-fi, you lose that kind of little members logo that you get in the comment section on a YouTube video. So they lose that just to support me more, and that means so much. So honestly, thank you to everybody that does that. It really means it means a lot, man. So nice one, everybody.
Yeah.
Right. See you in a bit, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.